Test, test, test. Sound okay to you? Trudy can hear me, I'm happy. Shabbat Shalom. What a joy it is to welcome congregants and friends and guests who join us, some for the first time, some after many times, some in times of joy, some in times of sorrow, some in times of relief, such as our chair people for Days of Learning, who just got through a wonderful, wonderful week of leading us in wonderful learning. But I know you must have worked countless hours and so hard to produce such a wonderful experience. Let's please take this moment to be sure to come together as a community. Please take a moment to introduce yourself in the comments or to turn around and find someone new to greet. This Shabbat, our congregation celebrates the bar mitzvah of Eli Harrison Gross. Mazel tov to Eli, to his parents, Amy and Jonathan, and to his sister, Abigail. We're going to kindle the Shabbat lights on page 2.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We continue with our Shabbat Kiddush on page 5.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam,
asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho b'ahava u'v'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom techila למקראי קודש, זכר לציאת מצרים, כי באנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת, מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת לחיים.
לחיים. Mazel tov. Growing up, I was a huge fan of Sesame Street. And so this week, when we learned of the death of one of its elderly now characters, human characters, Bob, I didn't know he had a last name, I started to reflect on all of those afternoons in front of Sesame Street. And I recalled that that was really the first time I understood that I was meant to live in a city. I remember thinking, even at the age of 3 or 4, that's the way to live. They are in each other's play yards, not in their own backyard. They are walking to the hardware store and they're hanging outside of their windows and seeing each other on the block. And I remember understanding even then that's how I was meant to live, in a world of interdependence, in a world where people are really in each other's lives, at least aspirationally. And so this Shabbat, I invite you to reflect on me, on what it means to strive to be in a world of interdependence and in a reality where we are really in each other's lives in honor of Bob's memory. And so this Shabbat, we take a deep breath and release, turning from the isolations of the week to the connections of Shabbat. We continue with the singing of Kabbalat Shabbat, welcoming Shabbat in song, welcoming the Shabbat angels on page 24 with Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim,
HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Bolachem Leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. הקדוש ברוך הוא. שלום עליכם, שלום עליכם, מלאכי השרת, מלאכי עליון, ממלך מלאכי המלאכים, הקדוש, הקדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון, ממלך מלאכי המלאכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. שלום עליכם, שלום עליכם, מלאכי השרת, מלאכי עליון, ממלך מלאכי המלאכים, הקדוש, הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Having made space for Shabbat, we welcome Shabbat fully with Lecha Dodi on pages 20 and 21.
Lecha
Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Lecha
דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המלחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתחילה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה ומחשבה תחילה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך ומאורי, אורי אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Please rise. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Lecha Dodi, לקראת כלה, פני שבת
Please turn to page 28 for our call to worship.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Do you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach. Le'olam va'ed. Le'olam va'ed. Yalalai, yalalai.
In the middle of page 30, together. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim. On the middle of page 32. Together, everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed.
Please be seated. On the middle of page 36, together. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. On the top of page 39, together. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Page 40.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש,
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. נורא תהילות אוסף עליי, נורא תהילות אוסף עליי, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מלכותך רבניך, בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלי ענו ואמרו, זה אלי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. Page 44.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת.
Pray as if everything depended on God. Act as if everything depended on you. Page 46. Please rise.
תפתח ופי יגיד תהילתך. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avoteinu ve'Imotzeinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'Koneot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר, מושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל, אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומדומה לך, מלך ממיץ ומחיה ומדמן הצל החיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך קדוש.
Please be seated. Turning to page 61, let us join together in our blessing for peace. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. We take these moments for silent prayer.
אלוהי נצור לשוני מרע, ושפתי מדבר מרמה. ואם כללי נפשי תדום, ונפשי כעפר לכל תהיה. אלוהי, 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 אלוהי. אלוהי נצור לשוני מרע, ושפתי מדבר מרמה. ואם כללי נפשי תדום, ונפשי כעפר לכל תהיה. אלוהי, אלוהי, פתח ליבי, פתח ליבי לתורתך. ניצור לשוני מרע ושפתיי מדבר. אלוהי ניצור לשוני מרע ושפתיי מדבר מרמה. ונמקל עליי נפשי תדום ונפשי כפה לכל תהיה. אלוהי יהיו לרצון אמרי פי והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני 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 צורי וגואל.
In a moment, we will be on page 253 in the middle of the page for our Misha Berach, our blessing for healing. Thinking about all who feel, who might be reluctant to be wearing a Star of David because of the anti-Semitism of our own Sadavi Kang. He wore the Magen David around his neck. His heart moved for his people. He wore for those who died, wore for those continuing to hide, wore for the. Please add their names to the comments or speak it aloud now.
את החולים מי שברך.
Joyous moments in our lives. Our whole Bima is really the entire Jewish community, so we're excited to celebrate with you. Who else is celebrating tonight? Anyone else? Other things for which we have some gratitude? Together, yeah, so wonderful. Anyone else? Yeah, Mark. Exciting, thank you. So glad you came to Shabbat to celebrate with us. Yeah, Lynn. Oh, in Jewish history now, the Weitzman National Museum of Jewish History, and we're all grateful to the Weitzmans for making sure that still he finally got COVID over giving. Vaccinations and boosters helped, and thankfully no one got dangerously ill. Just lots of time at home, isolating with my young children. Just about to his brother Esau in the land of Seir, the country of Sodom. Jacob and Esau, they must distill Jacob's message. Jacob's pain of working for Lavan all those years, the remorse and it's not retinue numbers 4 now, peace or vengeance mind. Ultimately, Esau does forgive his brother, with the ultimately reuniting the brothers and bringing comfort, right? Angels, Malachi. This is not the first time that Jacob has come into contact with messengers or angels. The messengers were first going up and then coming down. So if you think about it, if they first, that per youth, pass weed, I'll invite Rabbi Lawrence Cook, tasks in holy anonymity, often even unknown to themselves, that you too yourself may be a messenger. Shabbat Shalom. Continuing our service now as we turn to humanity. Patty Anderson, Vivian Orrit, William Orrit, Tilly Beck Bayless, Harold Barkin, Charles J. Barnett, Josephine Bauer, Sonny Garfield, A. Mayer, Sally Weiss Mezzi, Samuel Moyerman, Sharon Newman, Adelaide R. We add of those who have been taken from our midst, but not from our hearts, in these most recent days for whom we are observing Shaloshim, the 30 days of mourning. Joan, if you say hi to Stair, our membership manager who's waving in the back, would love to let you know more about the congregation. And if you're interested in helping in mitzvah meals, Stephen can let you know more about that as well. May God bless us and keep us.
Ya'er Adonai